What's going on, YouTube? It is time for yet another narrated Wi-Fi battle by me, Necrostevo. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I'm posting this a lot earlier than I normally do. And by earlier on Friday, I mean that I'm recording this at about 3:20 a.m. And I have to go and substitute teach later today. But anyways, though, we have a multi-battle today. I was battling alongside William. Shoutouts to William. He's actually one of the students that I have substitute taught for before. So he wanted me to join in on a multi-battle challenge, and I was like, okay. And so he just was trying to find other people to battle. Meanwhile, I was just running around trying to breed things. But starting off here, I decided that it would be a good idea to start off with Pangoro. Just looking at the amount of Pokemon on the opponent's team there that were weak to Dark. My partner Will actually leads off with Talonflame, which is a good idea as well because Pangoro is actually pretty slow. So we had a little bit of chatter at the beginning there, just trying to say, hey, what are you going to lead off with? Okay, I'm going to use this, or whatever. He decides to U-turn. I guess he didn't feel safe staying in against Gengar, Mega Gengar rather, because Gengar can use Thunderbolt. And he makes a good switch if Gengar was going out for the Thunderbolt into Gardevoir, and it turns out that's exactly what happened. So Will made a great play right there. And of course, Psychic is not going to do anything to Gardevoir either, which allows me to use Crunch and get rid of this Mega Gengar. That is a huge threat out of the way, and that's just the power of two trainers linking up their minds, I guess, and making a better play there. But with that threat out of the way, I can breathe considerably easier. You guys might have noticed in the team preview that my opponents are packing a Mewtwo and a Xerneas. I am bringing my EV-trained Pyroar and Dragalge to this battle, though, so those right there are going to be pretty useful. My opponent is going to get a critical hit Flamethrower on Mega Gardevoir, which I actually think kind of mattered. Gardevoir's special defense gets a pretty nice buff there, so I think that critical hit mattered based on how little that Psychic did, at least. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I am just going to take out the Delphox with the Crunch there. Delphox is faster than Charizard typically, and it has higher special attack and higher bulk, at least, I think, than Charizard. So I figured that was a little bit bigger threat. Xerneas, unfortunately, is going to come out here, and that means Pangoro is in kind of a bad position there, being quad weak to those Fairy-type moves, being a fighting Dark-type. I didn't really want to switch my Dragalge or my Pyroar directly into an attack because I knew I would need it. I think there he may have predicted my partner there to switch out, but since he decided not to attack my Pangoro, I just decided to go for the Poison Jab. And it's good to know that if once I finally decide what set I'm going to run on my Pangoro, I can 2-hit KO a Xerneas most likely. So that is going to be good news. I pay my opponent back for that critical hit that he got earlier with a little bit of poison there. Greninja goes for Surf, and that right there turns out to be a pretty good move on my opponent's part, because Xerneas is able to take it. It takes out Talonflame, and it puts my Pangoro at low HP, which allows him to be easily finished off by a Moonblast. So we're at a bit of a tough spot here. My partner only has one Pokemon left. I still have my Pyroar and my Dragalge. Here I figure I'm going to go out into Dragalge just because I figured it'd be bulky enough to take anything, but Greninja shows me Ice Beam, and I was like, oh no, Dragalge, but then he decides to hit Tyrantrum, so that was a little bit surprising right there. They actually just decided to double up on Tyrantrum. I'm not really sure why, outside of the, I don't know, Tyrantrum can get Rock Slide, it can get Earthquake, but since they decided to take that out, that allows me to go for the Sludge Bomb on Greninja. Xerneas, I didn't see any point in attacking because the poison was going to take it down. and I put a huge hurting on Greninja. Maybe I should have gone for the Draco Meteor, but I was kind of afraid of missing because I knew Mewtwo was in the back. So I just really wanted to make sure I could put some damage on Greninja there, because now it is me versus two opponents, and I believe, yes, we have Mega Mewtwo. This is going to be very difficult here. So, Greninja goes for yet another Ice Beam. I can't wait to use my Protean Greninja in a battle just because it switches to the type of the move it's using. Mega Mewtwo looks really cool when he uses Ice Beam because it's like he's shooting a energy blast from Dragon Ball Z. But I managed to barely live, and with 1 HP, this is a max HP, max special attack Dragalge. It has a lot of weaknesses, but it is quite bulky. And so I'm able to put a huge hurting down on Mewtwo there. And that means that they are both kind of in range for my Pyroar to hit them both with a Hyper Voice, which is going to be Stab. I did not think that I was going to outspeed Mewtwo, which, if Mewtwo has Aura Sphere, this is kind of going to be a good game. But I do outspeed, and I was like, whoa, we outspeed. This is why you should EV train your Pokemon. Pyroar is able to take out a Mega Mewtwo, and it's able to take out Greninja there, both of which pretty easily threaten it, actually. And this leaves my opponent going on to his last Pokemon, Charizard, which I'm able to easily 2-hit KO with Hyper Voice. Charizard does have Earthquake, but Pyroar is actually a little decently bulky, and Charizard's base attack is actually not that great, which is why Mega Charizard X is pretty nice because it goes up so much. But I'm able to finish off the Charizard here with Pyroar living with 25 HP points. So that was a pretty good battle. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will definitely be posting more battles now with more EV trained Pokemon. Now I'll have about 150 hours in the game. I have a lot more Pokemon bred. I don't really have a team going on yet, but I do have many more actual sets rather than just using what Pokemon I use in the game. So if you guys are looking for battles, be sure to add me to Skype. I have 100 friend codes now in my 3DS. So if I end up deleting some of you and then having to add you back, it's no hard feelings. I'm just trying to get around and trade and battle with everyone. So if I ended up deleting you, just add me back. Not a big deal. But you guys have a great weekend. Be sure to look for, I already posted earlier this week a level up tutorial for X and Y, and then either later on tonight, Friday night, or tomorrow during the morning, I will have a EV training tutorial for X and Y up, kind of expounding upon a lot of these other videos that we've seen from other YouTubers. I don't feel like they really explain the mechanics about it enough, especially for people who are new to EV training. So I will have those those videos rather, up for you guys later. So you guys have a great weekend, and look forward to that content. I'll talk to you all later. Bye now.